This is the question asked in today's SkillTrack daily challenge. So in the first line of our input, we are given the values of R and C, and after that we are given a integer matrix of size R cross C, and then we are given an integer X as input. So here the value of X is equal to 7. So we need to print the Xth diagonal element in our output. So we have to find the 7th diagonal in this given integer matrix. So the diagonal should be from top left to bottom right, and initially the diagonal should be starting from the bottom. So this integer 32 will be the first diagonal, and the second diagonal will be 93, 73. So this is the second diagonal, and the third diagonal will be 19 and then 70, 36. So this is how we will be finding each and every diagonal. We will be starting from the bottom, and every diagonal will be from top left to bottom right. Similarly, the fourth is 39, and then fifth diagonal will be starting from 48, and then sixth diagonal will be starting from 89. So now we have reached the top. So whenever we reach the top, now we have to move towards the right. So the seventh diagonal will be starting from 56. So this is the starting point of the seventh diagonal. So every next diagonal element is nothing but next row, next column. So using that we can find the next diagonal elements. So this is the first integer of the seventh diagonal. So the next integer will be the third integer in the next row, and then the next diagonal element will be the fourth integer in the next row, and then the last diagonal element will be 95. So here we don't have any diagonal elements other than this because we have reached the last column. So the seventh diagonal elements of the given integer matrices are 56, 71, 75 and 95. So in our output also we are printing the same integers. So this is how we are getting our output. So now our task is to define a function named getXThDiagonal which performs these actions. So now first let us see the code which is already given to us. So here first a structure named bounded array is being created, and this structure has two things, an integer variable named size and then an integer pointer named ARR. So our task is to find the diagonal element and store our output diagonal elements into this bounded array variable. And in the main function most of the code is already written. So first they are creating two integer variables R, C and then X, and then they are accepting the values of R and C. So the integer matrix is being accepted. So from accepting and printing all the values is being done in the main function. Our task is only to define this function named getXThDiagonal elements. So now let us see how we will be implementing this function in order to get the correct output. So the name of the function is getXThDiagonal, and then this function is expected to return a pointer to the structure bounded array. So here I am setting the return type as a pointer to this bounded array, and in the arguments I am accepting all the values. So first integer R and then integer C and then the matrix and finally the integer X. So now we are going to implement our logic. So in order to implement the logic, first I am creating two integer variables, S row and S column. So as per the conditions given in the question, we should be starting, the diagonals will be starting from the bottom. So that is why I am setting S row is equal to R minus 1, and we will be in the 0th column initially. So S column is equal to 0. So first what we are going to do is we are going to find the index from which the Xth diagonal is starting. So in order to find that, I am creating a loop. So this loop will be finding the starting position of the Xth diagonal, and here the condition is X greater than 1. So until the variable X becomes less than or equal to 1, this loop will be iterating. So in every iteration I am decrementing the value of X, and then first I am checking whether S row is equal to 0, because if S row is equal to 0, then it means that we have reached the top. So once when we have reached the top, then we should move towards right. So whenever S row is equal to 0, we are incrementing S column, else we will be decrementing S row. So here we are performing this logic in order to find the starting position of the Xth diagonal. So after the execution of this while loop, the values of S row and S column will be the position from which the Xth diagonal element is starting. So after finding that, we have to iterate through all the diagonal elements. So before that we have to store. In order to store them, I am creating a pointer to this bounded array. So I am creating a pointer named BARR, and using malloc I am allocating memory to it. So the size of the memory will be nothing but the size of the bounded array. So after this bounded array has two things, an integer named size and then an integer pointer named ARR. So we will be storing the output diagonal elements as an array in ARR. So we have to allocate separate memory for that also. So using arrow operator we can access the ARR, and we are allocating memory for the ARR also. So now our task is only to store the diagonal values into this bounded array. So here again I am creating a while loop. So in the condition I am setting s row less than or equal to r minus 1 and s row less than or equal to c minus 1. So if we reach either the last row or the last column, then this loop will stop iterating, because that will be the last element of that diagonal. So this loop will also stop working. So in every iteration we have to increment the values of both s row and s column, because that is how the diagonal elements are present. If we take any of the element in the matrix, then its next diagonal element will be present in the next row, next column, and again the next will be present in again next row, next column. So like this only the diagonal elements will be present. So in every iteration we have to increment both s row and s column, and the matrix of s row, s column is nothing but the diagonal value. So we have to store this diagonal value into this bounded array in ARR. So I am setting BARR arrow, and the index value we can determine using size. So BARR arrow size plus plus. So we will be storing the diagonal value at this particular index. So after the execution of this while loop, all the diagonal elements will be stored into the bounded array. So now our task is only to return it. So return BARR. So this is the logic to solve today's daily challenge. Thank you for watching.